All right, guys, welcome back to the channel, Elusive Collectibles. Today is a awesome video that I've been procrastinating making, which is my top 10 Venom and Black Suit Spider-Man cards. I'm going to start off with some honorable mentions, as always. And also, just to let you guys know as a heads up, this is the order I did my obviously my cards in. But the criteria for me was artwork, card design, and rarity. So yeah, let's start with this 1995 Flair Marvel Annual Venom. I have the base in a PSA 10 and the buyback, which is numbered out of 20 from 2019 Flair. There you go. Next, we're going to move on to a nice little Black Suit Spider-Man card, and this one's going to be by Clayton Crane from the 2009 Spider-Man Archive set. This is the foil once again. These are, I forgot how many there is, but maybe 600 to 800 copies. So not hard to get. They have very good quality control on these cards. So they're not hard to gem either, but just awesome artwork. And my next card here is Legends of Marvel Rittenhouse. These were in cellophane packs. They had about 9 cards per character, and they have art in the front and art in the back. And what I love about Rittenhouse is just nice little touches. They put the name of the artist there for you, which in the front, again, it's Paulo Rivera. And shout out to the homie Doom Card, aka Don't Worry About It. He put me onto this card. It grew on me. It's a little artsy, but it's a dope Black Suit Spider-Man. And again, it's an honorable mention for me. Next is going to be this awesome 1995 First Encounters Kool-Aid promo. ASM 300 image. So just the card design on this is dope. The colors that they went with. The back looks awesome too. You got the Kool-Aid there logo. So I'm going to be sending this actually into the homie Doom to get this graded. I'm hoping for at least a 9 and hopefully a 10, but I'd be happy with a 9. So to get started, in the number 10 spot, it's the Black Suit Spider-Man by Bagley, 1992 Amazing Spider-Man promos. And a 9, this is awesome, especially with the subgrade centering being 9.5. These are tough to get the centering, and then there's edge wear. But it's an awesome card. Just the colors, you know, it resembles the 1992 X-Men Impel set by Jim Lee. So again, this is going to be in my number 10 spot. And in my number 9 spot, this one's a tough choice, but I'll break down why I put it in that spot. It's the Silver Achievement foil. From what I hear, these are either out of 100 or 120. Obviously, the rainbow foils and web rainbow foils are a lot more rare. This art is by Juan Burgos, amazing artist, Juan Carlos Reese Burgos. But again, just because there's so many copies, you got the base, you got the web foil, you got the silver web foil, and then you got the achievements. So there's just so many variations of this card. But again, the artwork is dope, and that logo, the Fuller Ultra Spider-Man logo, it's tough to beat that. So that's going to be at my number 9 spot. At my number 8 spot, something that resembles that logo, the Venom from 1995 Fuller Ultra Spider-Man Masterpieces. This one's by Peter Scanlon, as you can see there, in a PSA 10. This is an awesome card. You know, you got Venom coming at you. You have the green glow in the back, you know, kind of Halloween vibes. Awesome card. Is one of the cards that when I got in the hobby, these are one of the first ones that drew my attention from the 90s cards. So again, that's going to be my number 8. My number 7 spot is going to go to this 1995 Marvel Masterpieces Venom. This is the Emotion in a PSA 9 by Patelis, Dimitri Patelis. And these, just even a 9, the pop is even lower than that previous Venom 10 I just showed you. So, you know, the art, you could, you know, it's up to you. You might think the other one's a better artwork, but again, this one's a lot harder to acquire in high grade. And then just the price of the 1995 Marvel Masterpieces boxes. So that's going to be my spot there. Then I have my number 6 spot. I went with the 2007 Marvel Masterpieces Venom foil, and this one is by Alex Horley. This is the foil, not the gold, or excuse me, the the gold border. The gold border is dope, but I feel like it takes away from the artwork as well as it doesn't have the foiling. And I'm definitely a sucker for shiny cards. So there it is. I believe currently this might be either a pop 8 or a pop 9. I'm not sure, but definitely under 10. And that's going to be my number 6 spot. And my number 5 spot is my last Black Suit Spider-Man card in the list, which is this card here from 2007 Marvel Masterpieces. This is a promo. These, supposedly there were about 1,500 print run on these, but they're super hard to pick up and hard to find. This as well is the Marvel Versus System version of that artwork. You have the extended art, which also makes it pretty hard to pick up, hard to find. And the the artist here is Ryan Kinnaird. So just a dope card. Another one that I need to be getting graded soon. This card here. This one I'd be happy just getting authenticated, but this card is super dope. Hoping again for a 9 or better. In my number 4 spot, another Juan Burgos Venom. This is from the 2019 Upper Deck Gallery from San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. PSA 9. Shout out to the homie Marvel Cards Up, Brian, for doing a trade for me to acquire this. It's an awesome card. I have another one that I'm going to be setting to get graded, which has a shot out of 10. Currently, this is a pop 1 in a 10. And these, if you know anything about these cards, I mean, just the 9 is an amazing grade. They're very, very hard to grade. They're very delicate. There's the back for you. So again, my number 4 spot here. On my number 3 spot, we're going to go back to the 90s, 1994 Marvel Flair. And this is the base in a PSA 10. I have the Pepsi from Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic. There's the Pepsi logo on the back. You could see some differences there. And this doesn't have the Venom in the shiny font, nor does it have the Flair symbol. And then finally, for the trio, the buyback from 2019 Flair. And that's also numbered 7 out of 20 as my previous Flair buyback. I'm super happy with this. Obviously, the artist here is Kubert. One of my favorite Venom images. And again, it's just so hard to acquire the trio. Again, with the buyback being out of 20, there's not going to be many people finishing that. In my number 2 spot, same thing. I got 3 images, all of the same. Todd McFarlane's Venom. This one's from the 1990 Comic Images. You can see it's a dope image. One of my favorites. Then they released it again in 2015 in the Fleer Ultra, the Fleer Retro product. And this was an insert. So these were super rare. From what I hear, there's either 40 or 50 of these only. The pop is super low as well. I think there's 3 10s and like 4 or 5 9s. So there's not many cards on the pop, definitely under 10, at least for PSA. There's a couple of these that went to the CGC Todd McFarlane signing, so maybe 15, 20 that are graded that I know of. But I'm super happy I was able to get this in a gem mint. I graded this myself. Shout out to the homie Doom Cardigan who helped me, which was my first ever submission. And then finally, you have from the newest set, 2023 Flair Throwbacks. This one's the blue parallel, and this one is numbered to 25. Number 20 out of 25. Shout out to the homie Obi, who was kind enough to do a trade with me so I could acquire this card. And I'm super happy with the trio. Super happy with the artwork. So that's what makes it my number 2 spot. In my number 1 spot, some of you might have guessed it. It is the Venom from the Marvel Exquisite set. The artwork on this is good artwork. There's nothing wrong with the artwork, but the card design is super dope. Very clean aesthetics. You got the Exquisite. The Venom font is what hits for me. And in white, it just really pops. This one's numbered 31 out of 50. So again, it was a no-brainer. These are really hard to find. There's also the nameplate out of 10. And, you know, those are dope if just strictly on the fact that they're out of 10, but they don't have the Venom font. So for me, these ones that are 50, it's a great sweet spot between rarity and the font, which I prefer over the nameplates. And that makes my list. Thanks again, guys, for checking out my videos, and I hope you guys liked them. Have a great day.